Hey there, and welcome to Step 4. In this video, we're going to talk about the direct-to-consumer marketing system. So here's what we're going to cover. First, the most important ratio in direct-to-consumer e-commerce. Second, the fastest way to increase the lifetime value of your customers. And third, how to increase your sales $5,000 or more in the next 25 days for free. So the most important ratio in direct-to-consumer e-commerce success. Let's give an example, a couple different businesses. So business A, let's say they sell a product for $25. Average customer maybe buys, one, and maybe they come back and they buy this product or something else twice in their entire lifetime, say over the next few years. So the value per customer, assuming it produces $25 in profit, they just buy one up front, and over some period of time on average, they end up buying another one. So total profit, double the initial product profit, so about $50. Business B, say same exact product profit, $25, but this customer, because you engineer the sales funnel in a certain way so that they buy on average 3 of them up front, and the average number of repeat sales is 4. You've built in better systems, email marketing, SMS, postcard marketing, everything you can do to get in touch with people. On average, they end up buying 4 times. This means that the value per customer is $300. That means you can spend 6 times more to acquire a customer in the second business versus the first one. Who do you think is going to win in this scenario? My goal is that you build a business more like the second one so that you can scale up faster, bigger, and better than any of your competitors. So the most important ratio in direct-to-consumer e-commerce is lifetime value, total amount of money the customers give you over time. Some people talk about this in terms of revenue. It's kind of easier to think about. I think it's better to consider profit. So if you know your average gross margin, how much do you make when you sell a product after product costs, packaging costs, shipping costs, not including your operational expenses, not including your salaries, employees, all that, just the core product costs. What is that relative to the amount of revenue? So maybe it's, for example, 50%, could be pretty common. And so if you have a lifetime value, customers end up buying, say, $200 worth of stuff over the first couple years, then your lifetime value in terms of gross profit is half that, or 50% of that, so about $100. Lifetime value divided by customer acquisition cost. What does it cost for you to get a new customer? Most of us use paid ads to get customers in this kind of a business. So what does that cost you in whether it's Facebook ads, TikTok ads? I mean, you could even sort of quantify this with more organic sort of, search engine optimization, that sort of thing. You can also do with influencers, with affiliates. Overall, what does it cost for you to get a customer? The more money customers give you and the less it costs to get a customer, the better this ratio and the better the performance of your business. So lifetime value is the total amount of stuff a customer buys from you over all time. Customer acquisition cost is what you have to spend to get a new customer. So a general rule of thumb that kind of came from the software world is 3-to-1. If your lifetime value is 3 times your customer acquisition costs, that allows you to fund the growth of your business, allows you to acquire a lot of customers, grow very quickly, and still be profitable. For an example, say your customer acquisition cost is $50. That means you'd want your lifetime value to be $150. Alternatively, if you realize your lifetime value is $150, then you're like, okay, then I'd be willing to spend, say $50 to acquire a new customer. Because you could technically spend that entire $150. The problem is that some of that lifetime value is probably not going to come in for 6 months, a year, 2 years. That means all the way up until then, you've lost money acquiring that customer. But even once the full lifetime value is realized, you haven't made any profit. All you've done is recoup the cost to get that customer. And so if it's truly the lifetime value, then that has to also include a margin there for your own profit. And so I think this is kind of the reasoning behind this 3-to-1 rule of thumb. So you have a target to shoot for. So now what's the fastest way to increase lifetime value? Sure, you can provide better customer service, you can create way better products, also very important things to do. These things are going to take a little while. The fastest way to increase lifetime value is to get more money from customers today on the initial purchase. And so, something like 75% of your customers are probably never going to buy from you again. And even the ones who do, it may take them a while to reorder. So if you want to increase your sales now, if you want to make your advertising perform better today, the best and fastest way to do it, to increase lifetime value and to grow your sales, is to get customers to buy more stuff literally today. You can implement some of this stuff, and within hours, or at least 24 hours, you can be producing more sales with no increase in traffic. And so here's an example of a business that's done very well, BioTrust. It's created by some people I know, and kind of friend of a friend, but I also know them fairly well, I guess. And so they've built this business, did extremely well, tons and tons of millions and millions of dollars in sales. If you go to one of their product pages, there's a reason why they have on here 1 bag, 3 bag, 6 bag. Most e-commerce businesses, you just buy one unit, you can click up the little quantity indicator and get more. They're putting it in front of you and almost making it look like the default is to get 3 bags, because this increases average order value, allows them to spend more money on ads to get new customers, because customers order more up front, takes less time to realize the full lifetime value, plus it likely increases the lifetime value alone, because some of these customers are never going to come back to begin with. So this is one way to do it. Make sure you have the option and default to the option to people to buy more than one up front, almost no matter what product it is. Say you're selling a water bottle, there's no reason why people can't buy 3 water bottles. Maybe you want one for your home office, for your gym, maybe you want one for this kind of liquid, that kind of liquid, maybe you want one for a family member. So pretty much no matter what product you're selling, within reason, there's no reason why people can't buy multiple of them. So have it available and give people a discount to buy a multiple quantity of them. And if possible, make that the default. On our store, we default to buying 3 units of our product. Somebody has to go out of their way to only buy 1. So that's an option for you to consider, because there's a lot of research that has been done that as long as you're doing this ethically, people often will just accept the default option without changing it. And so it's a great way to sort of increase sales. Also adding one-click upsells. So this is some screenshots I took on my mobile phone when I actually bought a product from them. And so after you finish checking out, you'll notice that they basically upsell you on this product. They say the retail value is $69. The upsell price is only $29. So with one click, you can add this extra product to your order. And it's another way for them to increase value, and you as a consumer also get a discount. So it's not a bad deal. It's not like you're tricking consumers or anything. Be ethical, tell them what they're getting, sell the value of the product, don't trick them into clicking anything, and just give them a discount. So you get the value because you get more sales now from a customer that may or may not ever come back and buy again. And then also, customer gets a deal because they get a discount on the product. And then overall, your shipping costs are more efficient, because if somebody's already ordered like 3 of a unit and you let them order 1 more, your shipping costs are only going to increase incrementally versus them coming back and placing a whole new order, whole new shipment. So it kind of works out good for everybody. The best way to do this today, to add these sort of one-click upsells post-purchase, and you can even do this stuff pre-purchase, is with the apps Zipify. So Zipify one-click upsell, if you Google it, if you search it in the Shopify App Store, you'll find it very simply. Allows you to do a lot of these things. It's another one's created by my friend Ezra Firestone. So this is another great option for you to use Zipify one-click upsell. And this allows you to do the post-purchase upsells, meaning after somebody's entered credit card and everything, they click a button, they can add more to the order. It allows you to also do pre-purchase upsells, which a lot of the time is set up. Say you're on a product page, you click to add something to the cart. Before you actually go into the checkout, enter your credit card, personal information, you could have the option to present people with, hey, buy this complimentary product, add another unit to your order, upgrade your order. All those options are great, and it's all possible within this tool. So here's our general flow that I've proven out across multiple businesses to increase average order value, which is a big component of lifetime value. Because if you think about it, if your lifetime value is the total amount of stuff people order over time, but a lot of people only place one order, then that one order is the lifetime value of that individual customer, which if that's the majority of your customers that don't come back and buy from you, which is most e-commerce businesses, then that's going to have a dramatic impact on the total lifetime value or average lifetime value of all your customers. So first, on your landing page and even product pages, make sure to give people the option to buy multiple units at a time. 1 unit, 3 unit, and 6 unit is a typical structure. Second, add an immediate order bump before they even complete their checkout. So give them the option to double your order is one that I like and we use a lot. And so if they bought 3 units, let them buy 3 more for a total of 6. If they bought 6 units, let them buy 6 more for a total of 12, which may sound crazy, but people do this all the time. For example, you go buy toilet paper It's not uncommon to buy 18 rolls, 36 rolls. Not all products are like toilet paper, but there are products that people will use a lot of, and there's no reason they can't buy a lot of them, 12 of them, for example. One-click upsell, so this is post-purchase. So after they've completed checkout, ask them to buy one more of the same product at a discount. For example, if you sold them the water bottle for, say, 20 bucks, maybe your one-click upsell is, hey, buy another one of the exact same water bottles, and we'll give it to you for $15. Is a good upsell structure. Buy one more of the same product at a discount. Then if people do not accept that first upsell, maybe they're just kind of like, I don't want to buy anything else. So you got to think of something else different. So the downsell is what happens if they don't accept the first upsell. So they've already completed their first order pretty much, but then you're like, hey, buy one more of these at a discount. They're like, no, I don't want that. So then I would recommend one last offer, present them with a different product that they haven't bought yet at a discount. So if you were selling water bottle, maybe it's a cooler, maybe it's something else, whatever else you sell, maybe it's a coffee mug. So let them buy that one at a discount, typically something better than what they see in the store. So it's sort of an impulse purchase, and it's like, hey, this is the best deal you're ever gonna get. Sort of take it or leave it. A lot of people will take it. And then if in step 3 on the one-click upsell, if they say no, then they're gonna get the downsell and they're done. If they say yes, so they've already added one more to discount, so then the one-click upsell number 2 is the second offer that they're presented in that case. And so a lot of times I just copy the offer from the downsell and make it the upsell too. So it's basically either, no matter what, whether they accept or don't accept the first upsell, they're getting a different offer for a different product, something else they could possibly buy. And then once you get this general flow in place, it's very easy to constantly just test different upsell and downsell offers. If you're using Shopify or something similar, they make it very easy to be like, okay, I want half the traffic to go to this product, I want half the traffic to go to this product. Let's see which one performs the best. But getting this basic structure in place will allow your direct-to-consumer business to have a higher average order value and therefore lifetime value than almost any of your competitors, which allows you to spend more ads to get customers and win in the marketplace. Another way to increase lifetime value is to add a subscription offer. I want to throw this in there because right now subscription in this one business of mine is about half of sales. We do over $1 million a month in subscription sales alone, which means we wake up every day to $40,000 to $50,000 in sales before we've done anything, which is an amazing position to be in. And so if you can do it, and I pretty much believe almost anybody can do this with any kind of e-commerce business, one way or another, is to add a subscription offer. For us, and I think in a lot of businesses, I recommend getting the one-time sale first. So just sell them anything, and then after they become a customer, try to get them on a subscription. Maintenance plan, sort of replacing certain units, or if your product is consumable, buying more of those. If you can add a consumable product, buying more of those. For example, in the water bottle company, maybe a subscription offer could be sort of electrolyte tablets or something they're putting in the water bottle. So that'd be something they could order on a regular basis, and you can sort of present that to them after the initial sale. But if you can add a subscription, great way to increase lifetime value as well. So now as we kind of wrap up this video, and next we're going to have the final video in the series, I want to talk to the people that own an e-commerce business that already exists. You own the brand, you own an e-commerce business, you own the brand, and you want to scale massively on Shopify. So maybe you produce most of your sales on Amazon, or maybe you haven't quite figured everything out, or think there's a lot of room left to grow based on what you see with competitors doing on Shopify. So if you're in that position, definitely listen up. Now, if you're not, I still recommend paying attention, because at some point, hopefully you're in that position and this will still be for you. So these are the real stats from an e-commerce business that I own. And so before I joined, this business was only doing a couple $100,000 a year in sales. Once I decided to partner with this company, purely performance-based, it was built by a friend of mine, but I decided, hey, I'll come in, and if we can't grow sales by minimum 3x in 6 months, then you don't owe me anything. But if we do, then I'll get a small piece of the business. If we can grow sales by 5x in the next 12 months, then I'll get a larger piece of the business, as the kind of deal that I made. And so when we started out, this business was doing $17,000 a month. Within 6 months or so, it was doing hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And as you can kind of see here, so if we kind of fast forward, so January of 2019, about $17,000 a month. A year later, was doing about $600,000 a month. And then a year after that, was doing over $1.5 million a month. And fast forward another 5-6 months, doing over $2.5 million a month about. And so this is the kind of growth that's possible when you implement everything that we're talking about in this free course. So do you want to rapidly speed up your direct-to-consumer growth by working directly with me? Because you can go out there and implement all this stuff on your own. You can figure it out, how to do direct marketing, email marketing, SMS, paid ads, and everything else that we've kind of talked about here. Or I can just do all this stuff for you. And that's what I want to talk about right now. So what we will execute in your business if you decide to take me up on this. We'll implement the order bumps based on your products, upsells and cross-sells, email reactivation campaign to get customers that are maybe kind of stale or haven't bought in a while to start buying again, plan and launch new ads to grow your customer acquisition, implement postcard mailing campaign, implement SMS marketing so you have every way possible to follow up with leads and customers, implement lead capture and a good lead nurturing system, and then also implement email autoresponders for leads and for customers. So all of this right here is just what we would do in the first 30 days. Beyond this, we'll implement every other single tool that I've used to grow a business from basically nothing to about 27 million a year. We'll implement that in your business. And a lot of stuff that I've used to sell over $200 million online so far, you're basically getting every single tool that I know applied to your business specifically to grow your direct-to-consumer e-commerce sales on Shopify. Now, this all starts with what I call the 5K in 25 days blueprint. My goal is that you immediately start growing sales. No matter what sales you're currently producing on Shopify, I will help you immediately start producing thousands of dollars in sales in the first 25 days. And then we're going to keep scaling from there. So now while working together, my goal is to get you at least 6 figures into new direct-to-consumer e-commerce sales. So if you're already selling hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars a year, my goal is to, as quickly as possible, increase that baseline. Get you far more sales well into the 6 figures as quickly as possible in brand new sales you aren't getting now by implementing everything that we've talked about. Now, I do require an upfront investment to make sure you're committed because I don't want to waste my time, don't want to waste your time, and 25% of new sales. Everything I do, performance-based. If I don't perform, you don't pay anything. And so it's all based on new sales. Whatever you're doing now, that's your business. I have nothing to do with it. My goal is to help you grow way faster than where you're at today, and this is my general structure. So my guarantee is that if your sales don't grow significantly, you get all of your money back. Nobody else is willing to do this because nobody else can produce these kind of results. And I honestly don't want to work with somebody that I'm not producing good results for, so this is my guarantee. Now, I call this the direct-to-consumer or DTC accelerator program. Now, as you can imagine, I can only work with so many people, so the spots are highly limited. I can only take on a maximum of 4 new people per month. That's it. I don't have time to start more than about 1 person a week. Still running my own business. I have a software business. I have a training business. I have an e-commerce business. But I love helping people with this kind of opportunity, and this is my sweet spot. Figuring out how to accelerate growth as quickly as possible using this model. So that's what I want to apply to your business if we think we're a good fit for each other. So if you're interested, apply now at DTC Empire, EMPIRE, as you can see on the screen, DTCempire.com, or there's also a button inside your membership, a blue button you can see in there. You can also click that. That'll take you to the same place. Both of them will take you to an application form. Got to fill out some information, see if you qualify. If you do qualify, then you'll see a link to book a call, and we'll see if you're a good fit. And on that call, it's 100% free, no obligation. We'll sort of develop a strategy for you, see where you're at today, what your goals are, what it's going to take for you to get to those goals. And then we'll finally see if you're a good fit and if we have any spots open. So if you own an e-commerce business, whether you sell on Amazon or sell on Shopify, and you want to dramatically scale it as quickly as possible, I highly encourage you right now to go over there and apply at DTCempire.com. And if you're a good fit, then we'll jump on a call and we'll see one last final check. And if there's a spot available, we might just get to work together. So would love to do that. So if you own a successful e-commerce business, go ahead and apply now. Now, up next in the final lesson, we're going to talk about the simple path to a $100,000 per month direct-to-consumer business. We're going to kind of wrap everything together, recap the steps that we've covered so far, so you walk away with a game plan to implement and achieve this in your own business. I'll see you in the final video.